The tale of the two groups. Once, there was a wise ceramics teacher who decided to conduct an experiment on his final day of class. He stood before his students and divided the room into two distinct groups, the left side and the right side. To the left side, he said, "You are the quality group. You have the potential, the theory, and the talent. Your grade depends on one thing only. You must produce one single pot that is absolutely perfect. You have all semester to plan, design, and sculpt it. If it is flawless, you get an A." To the right side, he said, "You are the quantity group. I don't care how pretty your pots are. I want aggressive action. I will grade you solely on weight. On the final day, I will bring a bathroom scale. If you build 50 pounds of pots, you get an A. If you build 40 pounds, you get a B. Just build, don't stop." The process. The semester began. The left side, the talent group. The students on the left immediately fell into a trap of lazy perfectionism. They sat around discussing the philosophy of clay. They drew elaborate sketches. They researched ancient techniques. They relied on their intellect and talent, but they barely touched the clay. They were paralyzed by the need to be perfect, which is a form of laziness. They wanted the result without the messy, aggressive struggle of failure. They waited for inspiration to strike. The right side, the fast action group. The students on the right had no time for theory. They had a quota to hit. They grabbed great mounds of clay and started spinning the wheels aggressively. Their first pots were ugly, lopsided, and messy, but they didn't care. They threw them into a pile and made another, and another. They worked with speed. They made mistakes fast, fixed them fast, and kept moving. They were in the mud every single day, sweating and working. The result. On the final day of class, the teacher arrived with his scale. When he looked at the left side, talent quality, he found a group of anxious students holding up a few heavy, clunky, uninspired pots. Because they had spent all their time thinking and relying on their talent, rather than doing, their muscles hadn't learned the skill. They had produced almost nothing of value. When he looked at the right side, aggressive action, he saw piles of work. But something amazing had happened. Buried deep within the piles of 50 pounds of pots were the most beautiful, delicate, and perfectly symmetrical vases in the room. Why action 1? By constantly acting, churning out work, and moving fast, the quantity group had learned from their mistakes in real time. Pot 1 was bad. Pot 10 was okay. Pot 50 was good. Pot 100 was a masterpiece. The talent group sat on their hands, waiting to make one perfect move, and failed. The action group stumbled their way to success through sheer aggressive momentum. The moral summarized. Talent plus laziness, the left side. You can have all the potential in the world, but if you sit around planning the perfect move, you will be overtaken by someone with half your talent and twice your speed. Thinking without acting is just a fancy way of rotting. Fast, aggressive action, the right side. Success is a numbers game. Fast action forces you to learn. Aggression forces you to break through barriers. If you move fast enough, you outrun your own fear of failure. As the saying goes, the best plan is a good plan executed violently today, rather than a perfect plan executed next week.